Okay, so I've been getting a few requests regarding how to deal with noise reduction in Lightroom, and we're going to kind of talk about this. This image was taken at night of an actual real wedding. It was taken almost when it was dark at 3200 ISO here, and we can kind of see that it's fairly noisy, and we're going to go and take this image into the development module and see what we can do with it. So let's start out with the basic. First of all, what I would do automatically is go ahead and update the image to the current processing version right away, just so that I can harness the latest technology that's available to make this picture look better in a way. So I'm going to go ahead and set the white here, bring up the white a little bit. I need to change the this color of the skin tone and the color overall in general. So if I zoom in on a couple right now, well, they're definitely orange, and if you can kind of see there's a lot of noise in there, and not so much what's left is color noise. It's actually all these noise that are left is luminance noise, or the thing that we kind of call that looks like grain per se. Let me show you a few things here. In the detail tab, if I pull color noise down all the way, you can start to see color artifacting showing up there. That's the uneven color, red, green, blue, magenta, and so forth, which looks absolutely ugly. However, at 25, which is a default value, Lightroom handles it very, very well. The only thing we need to be concerned with right now is all these luminance noise. So the way we're going to reduce that is pull the luminance noise reduction slider up. Depending on the image, you have to take a look and see how that kind of comes out. Also, by the way, something to keep in mind as well is that if you're zoomed out, we're going to wait for the computer to work here. There's a lot of mathematical stuff going on. So just something to keep in mind as well is that if you're zoomed out, make sure that you zoom in so that you can preview it one-to-one, because there is going to be a big difference between what you see right now and what is actually being rendered right here. Okay, the before and after can easily be shown. I'm going to go ahead and reset this really quickly. This is the before. Okay, and this is the after. Yes, it does kind of have the effect of softening your pictures and so forth. It's just one of those things, you can't gain both. If you feel like you need to bring back more detail, then bring back sharpening, which will also bring back noise to a fair extent and a fair amount as well, but you can kind of do that as well to kind of compensate things that way. So that's pretty much how you'd use the noise reduction. You just pull it out. You can use the detail thing to pull the detail back further, or not at all, and you can also use the contrast to bump up the contrast in the detail even further as well. You're not going to see a lot happening here because it's actually going through a large computational stuff. So the changes you're going to see are not necessarily going to be instant. If you can kind of see here, this is back to full screen. If you can kind of see here, this is detail at 100. Let me go to detail at 50. It's going to take a while for it to do that. So this is detail of 50, and it does look different as well. So you can kind of play around with those sliders that way and take a look at the effect on your machine. But that's how you would use noise reduction within Lightroom.